Why do you sometimes feel like you're your own worst enemy, holding yourself back just when you want to move forward? Maybe you've noticed this pattern, right when things seem to be going well, or when you're about to take a big step toward your goals, something inside pulls you back, like an invisible force that stops you from moving ahead. You might even wonder if this struggle is about failing or not being good enough. But what if the struggle isn't about failure at all? What if it's something deeper, something within you that's quietly pulling you toward pain, toward stopping, toward rest? If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone, and there's hope for change. The natural desire to avoid pain. At the core of human experience is a simple truth. Your mind wants to feel good and avoid pain. This instinct is natural and important. It helps keep you safe and comfortable. Without it, survival would be difficult. However, sometimes this natural drive can lead to confusing and frustrating patterns. You might find yourself repeating the same mistakes over and over, or getting stuck in cycles that hurt more than help. It feels like you're working against your own best interests. Why? Because the mind is trying to protect you from old pain that hasn't been fully faced or healed. The hidden part that seeks rest, not peace. Here's a truth that is often overlooked. Inside you, there's a part that quietly wishes for rest, but not just rest in the usual sense, like sleep or peace. This part longs for a kind of stopping, the end of struggle. This hidden part may push you toward choices that seem self-destructive, like self-sabotage or holding on to painful relationships. It's not because you want to fail or suffer. Instead, it's a protective mechanism working behind the scenes, trying to help you stop fighting when the fight feels too exhausting. For example, have you ever noticed yourself quitting right before success? Or returning again and again to someone who doesn't treat you well? These patterns can feel baffling because they go against what you consciously want. Yet they make sense when you realize your mind is trying to manage deep, unresolved pain. Pain that feels safer than the uncertainty of change. Why pain can feel safer than change? Change can be scary because it often means stepping into the unknown. The unknown can feel empty, uncertain, or even frightening. Sometimes it feels easier to cling to familiar pain than risk facing that emptiness. But freedom begins the moment you allow yourself to sit with discomfort instead of running from it. The powerful phrase, "the only way out is through," captures this perfectly. Facing your pain head-on is the first step toward breaking free from old patterns. You don't have to do this alone. Support and strength are available, you just need to reach out. How to begin your journey toward change? Here are 3 simple steps to start moving forward. 1. Notice without blame. Pay attention when you feel stuck or are about to repeat a harmful habit. Don't judge yourself or blame yourself, just observe. Awareness is your greatest tool because it shines light on areas that were previously hidden in darkness. 2. Breathe through discomfort. When uncomfortable feelings arise, resist the urge to avoid them. Instead, take slow, deep breaths and let yourself experience what's inside. It's okay to feel uneasy. Uneasiness means change is happening. 3. Reach out for support. Talk to someone who listens without judging. A trusted friend, family member, counselor, or support group. You were never meant to carry these burdens alone. A simple checklist you can try today. Spot one habit or thought that keeps you stuck. Swap one negative thought with a kinder, more hopeful one. Do one small act of kindness for yourself daily. Step outside for fresh air, write in a journal, or simply give yourself permission to rest. Change isn't about perfect steps or quick fixes. It's about small, steady moves toward freedom from old patterns. Every time you notice a choice to stay stuck or to break free, you learn more about who you want to be. Imagine your life as a garden. Your mind and heart are like a garden where growth happens naturally. But sometimes weeds grow too, crowding out new life. These weeds are old hurts, fears, and habits that don't belong anymore. Pulling those weeds can be hard work, and sometimes it feels like the soil underneath becomes empty once they're gone. But that empty space is exactly where new flowers can bloom, stronger and brighter than before. Be gentle with yourself as you clear space for something new. Growth often feels slow and uncomfortable because it's real growth. It's healing. Remember, You're not failing, you're healing. Thank you for sharing this moment today. If something here touched your heart, please share your thoughts or a favorite quote in the comments below. You never know who might find hope in your words. If this message helped even a little, please like and share it with someone who could use encouragement today. Brought to you by Quote Temple and Munil XO. See you soon.